You are on the rant couch where I rant about whatever my $15 a month plus patrons want me to rant about. You can get one of these by being one of those. This one is for Muse of Salzburg, who says, rant about the works of Tomihiko Morimi. I've seen most of his works adapted into anime, and they all have something in common that I love about them, but find difficult to put into words exactly what that something is. I'd love to hear your thoughts about what that might be, and also what kind of story or themes you'd like to see him tackle in the future. So, Tomohiko Morimi wrote The Tatami Galaxy, The Night is Short, Walk On Girl, Penguin Highway, and Uchoten Kazoku. I have not seen Uchoten Kazoku yet, so I don't feel like I have a complete picture of what you might be talking about. And with Night is Short, Walk On Girl and Tatami Galaxy, obviously the fact that both were done by Masaaki Yuasa, they both have pretty much the same art style and character designs. The connections between them feel more obvious, but bringing Penguin Highway into the mix, which is very aesthetically different, I would say it's like he really goes into his characters' heads in a very like deep way, where like his main characters are very well realized. We kind of understand their whole thought process, their perspective on the world, and like they're people who are fairly normal, but like outsiders. You know, they're not like just completely regular people. They kind of fancy themselves as somewhat intelligent. They think fast. They speak fast, but like they ultimately fail because they are maybe dumber than they realize, or are too driven by their libido. Like there's a strong element of sexuality in all of the works of his that I've seen. You know, the like personification of the main character's dick in fucking Tatami Galaxy, the fact that the kid is so swayed by tits in Penguin Highway. It's like that constant reminder of that like baseness beneath all this crazy shit that's happening. And then of course the fact that all of them are like a subtle sci-fi twist on what is basically a contemporary story. It's like none of them is quite science fiction, but they all have a heavy element of it. You know, like Tatami Galaxy, it's almost like unexpected when you realize that there's like more of a sci-fi element than first thought. And same goes for Night is Short, Walk On Girl. I remember just that like they're stories that almost seem like they're not supposed to make sense, and so it's surprising when they do. I don't know. I would have to really probably not only read his actual books, but also to see Uchoten Kazoku to like get a more complete portrait of that. Just because like I think Night is Short, Walk On Girl, and Tatami Galaxy are just like deliberately chasing a lot of the same themes, and I don't know how much Penguin Highway is. But like, yeah, the attitudes of the main characters I think come off pretty similarly between those, and there's also just like this like tongue-in-cheek funness to all of them. Like Penguin Highway, what had surprised me about that movie, and I don't think I even knew that it was from the same author when I watched it. It had surprised me just how sly the movie is, I guess, if that makes sense. That like it's wearing the veneer of being like a children's coming of age story, but while clearly written for like an older audience than that. And I guess it's like the author is coming at everything from an angle of he's older than these characters and he kind of can see their flaws in ways that they can't, and is very like quick to point it out, you know. Maybe that's what you're looking at, but it's hard for me to say. I don't know exactly what feeling you've been getting from it, but those are what I can come up with when I try to find a connection.